guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we're going to be installing Proxmox virtual environment on my server. Now, to do that, first things you're going to have to do, head on over to proxmox.com. I'll put a link in the description. Find the block that says Proxmox virtual environment and click About. Then you're going to find the button that says Download over here. Click it. It's going to come here. Click on under VE 8.1. Click Download. Then it's going to download it. I've already done it, so we're going to get rid of that. Then head on over to Belina Etcher, select your image, select your target, and flash. I've already done that, so now we're going to switch over to my... Alright, I've now plugged in my USB to my computer over here. It's plugged in at the back. There it is, sticking out there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make sure I'm on the right input. I am. Then we're going to power on your machine. Make sure the power supply is on, everyone. Alright, then power it on. There you go. Then spam your boot key, which is F8 for me. It could be F9, F12, it can be a bunch of things. So we're just going to get that in here to go. Come on. Right, there you go. So it should recognize. And if it doesn't, okay, so here we're going to click F1. We are then going to go to boot. Going to go to boot device priority. First boot device equals removable device. That's fine. So we're going to exit. Okay. Now here we go. So it's going to, here we go. So we're going to say USB say a data drive. Hopefully, there we go. Now we're in the installer. So we're going to click graphical just to make it nice and beautiful. So now I have connected it via Ethernet. So you can use Wi-Fi, but it's a bit fidgety. So we are going to go with the Ethernet approach. So hopefully what will happen now is it'll mount everything, it will check the country, get time zones, assign itself an IP address, etc, etc, etc. Now this NIC has been used before, so it should give it the same IP address, which is ending in 87. Has it done that? Yes, it has. As you can see here, it's put 87.87, which is the one that was statically assigned to this, which is excellent. So then we don't have to do any assigning or changing it to static in our router settings later if you have used your Ethernet NIC before, which I have. So that's excellent. So now what it's going to do is it's going to assign IP addresses, get DHCP servers, etc, etc. And we'll be back when we're on the boot screen. Alright guys, we are on the boot screen. We read this through, you don't have to. We're just going to click accept. Then it's going to ask you to choose your boot drive. I've only got one, but you might have 2 or 3. Choose the one you want. It's then going to ask you to select the country, so just type in your country. I'm in the UK. Click on next. Through the super secure password here, I'm just going to type in mine. Give me a second while I make a bunch of mistakes. Then we can do it. Come on. Alright, then type in your email. I'm just going to hide you away for that. And then I will zoom in to show you where the next button is. So look, you could click on next. And then I'll zoom out. Then it will assign it an IP address, a host name. Give it a host name. I'm going to do Slytherin. I'm doing the Gryffindor houses for this cluster. The Hogwarts houses, sorry, not the Gryffindor houses. It's assigned a static IP address from my previous install on here, which is fine. That's all good. Automatically reboot after installation. Click finish, and now it's going to install. So yeah, so this should go quite quickly, and when we are done, we will come back with the finished thing. Hey guys, we are back on my desktop. Now what you're going to do is you're going to go to a new tab, you're going to type in HTTPS, then that IP address you saw on the screen, and then colon 8006. Now that should present you with your connection isn't private. Don't worry, it's just using a self-signed certificate. It is fine. Just click advanced and click continue. It is fine. Trust me, nothing's going to happen. Now you can see your name here, Slytherin. You're going to, for username, you're going to type in root. Then you're going to type in the password you said in the previous, during the installation. Now, this is free. Now, this is saying it's not free. Just click OK, because there is a non-subscription version. Now, before we start anything, we are going to go today into here, your node. You should bring up all these. You can head over to repositories under updates. You can expand updates if it's not shown. then you can see here it's an enterprise version. We don't want that because that you're going to have to pay for. So you're going to click add, click OK, that's fine. Then under enterprise, you're going to select no subscription. Now it's saying this isn't recommended for non-production use. Now, if you're a personal person, go ahead, use it, nothing's going to happen. If you are an enterprise, do consider purchasing the enterprise edition. Now it's going to say, now this one and that one you're going to disable. So click on it, click disable, same for this one over here. Then you can just collapse it. Now it says you've got updates. Now you click on updates, click on refresh, so click on OK. That's going to come up every so often. Just ignore it. It's just trying to make you buy their stuff. Open source projects do tend to do that quite a lot. Now this is going to update the package database. It's you can see it's done. Now you can see it's got a bunch of updates. So what we're going to do is we're just going to click upgrade over here at the top. And then what it's going to do is you can see it's going to update. So it's going to ask you, do you want to continue? I do want to continue. Now what it's going to do is it's going to update the Debian, the apps, the repositories, all the programs that are built into Debian. It's just going to make life so much easier. So hopefully this will be done soon and we'll be back when it is. Now we are done updating, as you can see here. So we can clear this out. Well, if I can actually type correctly, would be helpful. Okay, then we can close this off. I cleared it anyway. Get out of it. Right now, if we... Oh, that is a big... So now, if we refresh here, these should be updated. Come on. And if it isn't, just go through the process again. I'm not gonna, because I'm not gonna bore you. I'm not gonna bore you to do this. So, there you go. Now updates available. Perfect. So now, as you can see here, you've got two lots of storage. It's local. This is going to be your ISO and templates image. Now, this is kind of annoying. You don't want two things, do you? No. It's just annoying. So I think you can go to disk. Oh, no, you can go to LVM. Oh, you're going to have to give me a second to figure this out. Okay, let me figure this out. I'll be back. I figured it out. So I've gone ahead and deleted this local LVM. We don't want that. But to do that, you're going to go to data center, storage, then you're going to click on it and click remove. Then you're going to click on the local, click on edit, then click on here and select all of these options. Now I'm going to show you how to increase your storage to the full potential on here. Because at the moment, it's only getting, if we find it, it's only getting 100 gigs. This is 500 gigs. What is going on? So you're going to click on your node, click on shell, then you're going to type in lv remove slash dev slash pva slash data. This is going to remove the old directory. Let me type in y. Oh, I'm going to type in y. Then it's going to be gone. All right. Then to get it to its first potential, the lv one, the local one, sorry, I'm going to type in lv resize dash l plus 100% free in all. Then you're going to do slash dev slash pve slash root. So now, if you go to the local one, you should see. Oh, interesting. What is going on here? Let's come on again. Why is it doing this? I wonder why it's doing this. Let's see. Ah. So first, we missed something, guys. We missed something. To seal the deal, as Network Truck says. By the way, I'll link the video that I'm following to Network Truck below. You're gonna go resize, 2fs slash dev slash mapper slash pvd dash root. Enter. It's going to do it. I hope. Come on. There you go. Now if we go to local Slytherin, there you go. It's using the fullest potential. Isn't that amazing? Now we're going to do two things. We're going to create a virtual machine and a Linux C container. So to do that, we're going to go to local. Now we're going to we're going to upload an ISO. So we're going to go here. I'm going to select, let's find one. I'm going to do Kali Linux. Kali Linux. You should definitely try Kali Linux. Going to upload it. Click upload. Now this might take a while depending on your Ethernet connection. Mine is going to take a bit of time. So we are going to head over to another tab and type in that IP address again. So 87 and then 8006. Then what we're going to do is we're going to do an LXC container. Now, as you can see, it's still uploading. The LXC containers I would recommend. So if you're going to run Docker, Kubernetes, whatever, you're going to want to do it through an LXC container. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to CT templates, click on upload. Oh no, I'm not going to do upload actually. I'm going to click on templates, the one that tickles your fancy. I'm going to do Ubuntu. I love Ubuntu. I'm going to search Ubuntu. I'm going to do 2204 standard, Jammy Dodger. Click on download, and this should go pretty quickly. Now, what I'm going to explain is an LXC container is basically a dumbed down version of an operating system. Now, I don't mean dumbed down as in, oh yeah, you can't do this, this, and that. It just doesn't have a desktop environment. For example, if I go to my other Proxmox, my main Proxmox, which I am migrating at the moment, if I go into it, you should see God, for example. So if I go to the main one, God here, and the wiki, it's running on LXC containers. As you can see here, it's using 149 megs, whereas Home Assistant is using 3 gigs. Okay, so if we're gonna, so LXC containers is just a command line, which is excellent. So if you're gonna be doing like Docker, Linux, like Linux command line work, so like if you're installing something, like if you want to install Bookstack, you need a fresh instance of Ubuntu. Spin up an LXC container, run the install script, you're golden. Okay, so you can see our LXC container is downloaded. Click on X. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go to Slytherin, go to C, create CT. We're going to select the node. We'll select it itself. Hostname. Let's give it a hostname. What should we do? Let's do Docker. No, let's just do. We'll call it Docker test. Docker test. No, let's do. Do adgot because I need to do adgot anyway. Enter a password. Enter a password again. Click on next. Select, so C, it's using the right storage, select the template, Ubuntu, give it a disk space, 8 gigs is fine, give it a core, that's fine, because it's adgod, that's fine. Leave everything as is if you're doing adgod, DHCP, unless we could do static, so we'll do 10.5422, actually no, we'll do DHCP because I don't know what's available. So we'll go next, oh, wait, hang on, get rid of this first, then go DHCP. Next, DNS fine. That's fine. Click start after created. You don't have to, but I prefer to. Click on finish. And what it's going to do is it's going to create the disk. It's going to do everything it needs to do. Right. ISO is still taking quite a while to upload. So once this should be done quite quickly because it's only got 8 gigs of storage. You can see it's doing the last bits of create. There you go. Done. Excellent. So now you can see here it is. It's going to start itself up. Then while that starts up, we're going to click on the console up here to have it biggenized, as they say. But what we're going to do, we're going to use the proprietary online console. So we're just going to log in here quickly. Root, and then the password you set in the previous step. Then we're just going to find out the IP address. So mine is 10.54.22.89. So I'm going to run SSH root at 10.54.22.89. Now, hopefully, yes, I'm just going to type in yes. Type in the password you set in the previous step. Log in. Well, preferably type in the correct password. Oh my gosh, what are you doing, Anna? Okay, let's try this again. What a deal. Okay, this obviously isn't working, which is just excellent. So we're just going to do it here. So we'll make this bigger. Now what you are going to need is you are going to need the adgod. Oh no, that's not what we want. Going to need the adgod home install script. Right, so you're going to go to this first link up here. Scroll down. You're going to look for this curl one. Okay. But before we can do anything really, what we have to do is, if I can find the one, you're going to type in at install. No, you don't need to do sudo because we are the root user. At install curl. Okay. So yes. What this is going to do, it's going to install curl just to make everything installing much easier instead of using wget. Curl is the more modern thing. I would suggest doing it this way. So once this decides to download, to be quite quick. I know we only get 512 megabytes of RAM, but it's an LXC container. Like we can go to the stats right here. It's not even using 100 megs, guys. Like maybe if you're gonna have 100 devices, if you use this as an enterprise, 100 devices on our card, maybe you want to give it like a gig, 2 gigs, however much resources you can spare. Okay, so now we're in. Oh no, I want to make this bigger. Why is this not letting me make it bigger? There we go. Oh, here we go. Let's do it this way. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're just going to copy this command, which I will leave in the description. Now this is going to download and install AdGuard. Set it up. Oh my gosh, it's done. So now you can go to it by going to your IP address on port 3000. Now this is only going to be port 3000 for now, because as you'll see in the next step, you'll see that it's going to ask you to set a port. When in doubt, leave as default, unless you're running this on a machine where port 80 isn't used. Right, so here you go. So it's listening. So for Ethernet, we're going to select ETH because otherwise it can get. I would suggest doing all interfaces, but if you were doing this on like server, physical machine, I suggest doing all interfaces. So if your IP address ever changes, it will update. I did that mistake. But if you're doing it on a virtual machine, it's not going to change. Just click on ETH. Ooh, so that's interesting. So it's saying it's already in use. I know. Oh, interesting. So this sometimes can happen. I don't know why it happened. Oh, no, so just select ETH. It's fine. Port 80, port 53, ETH. So go next, enter your username, enter Adam, enter a password you'll remember. Click next. We'll skip this because my router doesn't allow it. We'll do it in Windows in a minute. Skip next. Go open dashboard. Now it's going to go to 80. Now what we do want to do is we do want to assign a static IP address, which is what I'm going to do. So you're going to go to your routers. That can be 254.0.1.1, whatever, .1.1. It depends on what router you have. Normally you'll have a little panel at the back, a settings card, which will show you the admin thing. I'll expect checking that. So once this loads, what we're going to do is we're going to assign it a static IP address. So we're going to go to my network. And I know mine is connected via an extender, an Ethernet extender, which means it will be under port 2, which will just make our lives so much easier. So we need to make sure, so the IP address is 89. So we're going to go port 2 over here. Then you're going to find 89. So as you can see here, it's labeled AdGuard. I'm going to click on it, go in settings. I'm going to enter my router password. And then you're going to say always use this IP address. Now it won't change because if this is going to be routing your internet, you don't want it to change randomly. But now that's fine. That's all we need to do. So now we can log in with your username and your part, if I can actually type. Okay, now this is going to log you in, or at least it should. There you go. Now, what we can do is in Windows, for example, so you can see there's nothing because there's nothing going through it. Just going to head on over here, click on here, click on Info. What we're going to do is we're going to go DNS server assignment, click Edit, click Automatic, click Manual, IPv4, then Preferred, and do, oh no. Then you're just going to do the same over here. So if I go into there, if I go into my favorite website, not actually, normally there's a lot of ads, but if I go into it now, you should see no adverts. So if we get rid of that, you should see that there's no adverts. Now maybe it takes a while to deactivate. If it doesn't work, disable your Wi-Fi adapter and re-enable it. Turn Wi-Fi off, turn it on, it should be fine. So now you should see that there's no adverts, which is excellent. Okay, there are some exceptions. Like this isn't going to work for YouTube, guys, so don't go trying it. But as you can see, there's no adverts on websites, which is good. So now you can see, if we refresh this, you should see some DNS queries coming through now, shouldn't you? Yes, we should. There will be big problems if there isn't. So you're going to block by filters. Excellent. Now you can see here, this is my, what's the word I'm looking for? This is my computer. Now, 10.54.22.120, that is my Home Assistant instance. So I bet you're wondering why it's going through there. I don't know. It's a bit stupid sometimes. I know why. Because it is connected to my mesh network, and my mesh network uses AdGuard as its default thing. That's fine. Whatever. Now let's check on our. Okay, it's still uploading. But now you can see 59 megs is being used. Oh my gosh, that is like. You can give 200 megs of RAM. It'll be fine, right? Cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to spin up another Alexi container. Why not? This time we're going to install Wiki.js. We don't need to go through the whole hoo-ha spinning it up ourselves. We just go to this website, Proxmox VE Helper Script, and search here, Wiki.js. Oh no, Wiki.js. I can see here it is. Now you're going to copy this command, go back to your Proxmox, click on your node, Slytherin, click on shell, it's going to connect, then you're just going to copy in that command there. Now watch this. There you go. Oh, do you want to create a new Wiki.js container? Yes. Now, we want to know what the default setting is. So it's going to give it 512 megs of RAM and 2 gigs of storage and 1 virtual CPU. That's fine. That's all we're going to need. But I am going to change a thing. Or two. I'm going to go advanced. To make a selection, fine. Okay, we have to use Debian 12, otherwise it's not going to work. So we're going to go Debian. We're going to go bookworm. Unprivileged. I'm not going to set a root password 101. I'm just going to make this wiki. We'll give it 8 gigs just in case I want to upload some images. One, that's fine. I'm going to give it 1 gig because this is going to be being used by the whole house. So I'm going to give it 1 gig. Set a virtual VNV off 0. That's what you're going to set all of yours to. That's fine. DHCP, fine. Just select the defaults for all of this so we can go fine. Fine, fine, fine. Yes, I'm ready. Go. What it's going to do is it's going to use all those settings as you can see here. So I'll just highlight them. So all of these settings over here, that's what it's going to use, which is excellent. Okay, so it's going to download. This should be quite quick. Now, what if you want to spin up a Windows virtual machine? Anything like that? You can do that. I'm going to show you my other Proxmox instance. I'm going to show you my Windows 7 machine that I like to play around with. So this has only got like 8 gigs of RAM, which is terrible. So I'm just going to stop. I'm just going to stop TrueNAS over here because I'm not using it. Home Assistant, that has to stay up, right? Just stop TrueNAS. I'm not even going to shut down. No one cares about your TrueNAS. I'm going to see, this is going to go down. Should go down dramatically. There you go. So now here, dev PC. I use this to code. So we're just going to start this up. Alright, cluster not ready. That means this cluster's not ready. So we're not going to be able to start that back up, but that's fine. What we will do though, is we will get to doing it on here once this is uploaded. For Windows 7, you want to try Windows 98. Fire it up. That's the beauty about Proxmox. You can emulate legacy hardware instead of rewriting over your personal computer. So what we're going to do is we're going to come back when this is done. Oh, actually, it looks like it's going to be done soon. What we're going to do is we're going to go through these Proxmox helper scripts. Now, I use this a lot, so we can clear this out. There's all these categories. So, for example, operating system. Look at all these operating systems. Networking, Cloudflare, Nginx, Tailscale, Mesh Central. Mesh Central is a really nice one. Excellent. I want to install this. Copy it. Right. Wait for this. So you can see it's fine. IPv6 is connected. We got to do this. Let's go to another page. 87. Go. We have to do this, guys. We have to do this. Okay. Get rid of these stuff. Now, who likes this though? Isn't it just amazing? I know, right? Okay, so what we're going to do is click on our node again. Click on our node. Click on shell. And then we'll check how much it's going to give it. So it's going to give it 512 megs. 2 gigs. We're going to change it. We need to see more if I'm going to be managing my computers. Okay, so we're going to go, yes, I am ready, actually. We're not going to do anything there. Come on. We're going to take advanced. Fine. Now we have Debian 12, that's fine. Debian 12, Debian 12. Unprivileged. No, we don't need a root password. 102 is. Actually, that's wrong. Oh no. No. Sorry, ignore me. 102 is correct. Mesh Central, that's fine. Could give this 10 gigabytes just in case. Give this, give this, that's fine. 1 is fine. I'm gonna give this 1 gig as well, because it's not going to use the whole 1 gig, it's just nice to have it there. VMBR, fine. Disable, yeah, that's fine. It's fine, it's fine. No, we don't want Phobos. But yes, how this is going to go? It's off to the races. Same as this one, it's going to do all of this stuff. It's going to use the details that we gave it. This is the Wiki.js one, but it's going to use these details. And then it's going to install Mesh Central. And it's going to, if you look over here, you'll see Wiki is already coming up. Obviously, it still needs to update the container OS. We don't know the IP address just yet. So once this is done installing, stating we can do IPA, find the IP address, and we can do whatever we want on Wiki. We can create pages, delete pages, send users, whatever you want. Authentication scheme, whatever. It is amazing. Now, as you can see here, it is still it's only 23% done uploading our 3.82 gigabyte image. Oh my gosh, it's going so slow. What we're going to do is we're going to be back after all of this is done. Wiki.js is just finished installing, so it says here Wiki.js should be reachable by going to this IP address. So let's copy that IP address. Copy it into here. Oh, I've just minus 0. So what we're going to do is we're going to recopy it. Do Control A, recopy it. Now what it should do is it should take you to that page. How excellent is that? So we're just going to do random email. So I'm just going to go admin, that example. Obviously this isn't real. Set a password. Set a very secure password, guys. None of this password wrappers. Right, set a password. Blah, 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 blah. Go change. This is fine. We're not going to set up a domain yet. We're just going to do the IP address. 139. Make sure you put your port, guys. It can make some things a bit bad. So click on install. Now, I was trying to install Mesh Central. It is having a bit of a problem. It's not connecting to the internet. That's not good. Just going to Control C that. Well, we're not actually. We're just going to click on Mesh Central. Click on this arrow. Click on stop. And click on yes. This might happen depending on containers, right? It's not good. So while that does its magic, what we're going to do is we're going to delete this. That's the ID. And now what we're going to do instead is we're going to head on over to Google. We're going to type in Mesh Central. And we're going to go here. Mesh Central, web-based, whatever. Okay. Scroll down. Find documentation. Installation guide. Okay. This is going to tell you how to install everything. So you can see, but if we find it's Windows, we don't want Windows. We don't want NPM. We want Linux. Where is it? Yeah, here it is. It says Amazon Linux. It's fine. You can use this command. No, we can't actually. Okay, so we are going to use NPM. Oh, what's the best way to do this, guys? Let's search here. Mesh Central install. And we're just going to search here Linux. Linux. That's what we're going to run. So, anyway, so we're going to go Mesh Central installation. Oh, interesting, guys. This is very interesting. Go out of here. Okay, what we're gonna try, guys, we're gonna first let's fire up a new CT container. So create CT, Alex C container. Call it Mesh Central, or whatever you want to call it. Call it Voldemort if you or what he first name it Voldemort. Why not? Voldemort. He shall not be there even. Here's a password. I'm gonna use the same password as before. Cool. Click next. Select the template. I'm gonna go with Ubuntu. Now obviously Debian 12 is there because it's installed. Wiki was installed on Debian, so it's installed for us. That's excellent. Storage 8 gigs is fine. 1 core is fine. 1 it's fine. DHP. Next. Finished. Done. Now Wiki.js is finished. Okay. No, we use admin. Add example. Log in with your password. It's gonna sign you in. Okay, so hopefully, if we did this correctly, there you go. Login successful, everyone. So now you can create a homepage. Go ahead, like Excellent. Visual editor. Markdown HTML. Course homepage. Now, wiki.js is an excellent tool. I'm going to do a separate video on it. I am going to do a separate video on it at some point. For now, let's create the next seed. Let's create the Voldemort. Click start. Because I don't select start after creation, which isn't good. Anyway, close this. We don't need this anymore. Because it's still uploading. It's taking forever. Okay, let's start it, guys. It's powering on. Click on console. Let's get started. Type in root. That's your username for everything. That's going to be the default username. Go root. Let's see, it's doing it there as well. Root into your post. Let's go here. Right. Let's do this. I'm going to try use the Amazon image. Why not, guys? Okay, so if we scroll up here, we are going to try use this image right here. Is it going to work is the question though. I'm going to copy this. Copy. Go to our Voldemort over here. Copy this in there. And then go done. Oh. Interesting. So we're going to do this. I'm going to try ping something. We're going to try ping my website, for example. Okay, so it is getting it. So it's fine. That's good. But it's not getting the script. That's not good. We're going to try using npm. Check, love, fun, whatever. We're just going to try run these commands over here. So we'll copy them. Paste that in there. Why not? Okay, so we're going to have to install npm. So you don't have to install. I think it's Node.js. Yes, it is. Install. I'm just going to pop that over there for you. It's not uploading. It's not good. But as you can see, it's doing its thing. Bring it over. Install this. Be patient, guys. Be patient. You can see the progress done here. Right, done. Cool. Let's try this again. Run this command. Now what it's going to do, didn't find the command, so we need to put cd back out of here. We don't want this to get messy, so we're going to remove the mess center bit of it, the mess center folder. So it keeps doing it, right? We're not going to bother with anything else. We're going to go back again, actually, and remove the mess central database again. Should be a mess central now. Good, good. Okay, so we're going to go apt install, npm, be done. Quickly install this. It's not 10 megabytes. It's fine. We gave it like 10 gigabytes, guys. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry. Don't worry, guys. Now let's see. This is still uploading. Kali Linux. Come on, Kali. Come on. You're supposed to be good. As you can see, we'll carry on exploring this. You can get Home Assistant OS, which is what we are going to be installing. Because we don't want this stuff. We want add-ons. Home Assistant. For example, you can find like the storage. Find storage stuff. We love storage stuff. File. All the stuff. Like, let's find documents, notes. All the stuff is here, guys. Media, here we go. Nextcloud, OwnCloud. More could you want? Nextcloud, Open Media Vault, Owncast. Owncast is a good one. All the R suite of apps, PhotoPrison, Navidrome, Open Media Vault, all the stuff you could ever want is here. Oh my gosh, you need to try Proxmox, guys. You need to try Proxmox. Like, you can't live without it. Like, there's Jellyfin. There's even Jellyfin. MB, Lazy Library, Audio Jump, Plex, Tatooine, Zigbee apps, monitoring, there's up to Kuma, there's Grafana, there's Pilot, Watchalong, Smoking, Changing Zone, Changing Zone, all this stuff. There's Docker instances, you can get a Docker LXC, a Casa OS LXC. Like, what more could you want? You can get Alpine LXC, Alpine Linux. God, there's so many things. Alright. NPM's taking quite a while, we'll be back when it's done. For a long waiting period, npm is now installed on our Voldemort. Clear it. Let's clear it. Make it nice and tight. We're going to head over to Mesh Central again. We're going to copy this command again. Actually, no, we aren't. Actually, we are, because we don't want We only want the npm ones. We've already created a directory. We don't want to have to do it again. So npm install Central. So cd to. Oh no, actually, we do want the whole command. Ignore me completely. Get rid of our version 3. Do this. Let it do its thing. There you go. How amazing is that? Alright. So once that's done, so it might take a while. Let's have a check. How's it? It's almost done, everyone. Cool. So as you can see here, we've got 3 containers now. 2 are running and 2 are still being installed and set up. Next, we're going to create a VM, but we can't do that yet because apparently he's being so slow. There's so many things you can do with Proxmox. It's amazing, really. Let's create a new page. Yeah, I like Jabrick. Create. It's rendering. Let's create it. Oh, it's done. Look at that. It's done. I think. Is it? It's done. Cool. Now, let's go back here. Saying, plan completion. Let's do this. Let's take this, copy it, and then do this. I think we have to put start here, so we'll just pop start. Mesh, let's just do mesh central start. It's gonna work. It is. Excellent. So now it says if mesh central start without any arguments, default settings is allowed, to manage computers over the internet, the server needs to have a static IP setting or DNS that resolves. And then it says user is advised to create an admin account immediately by navigating to the IP address, and that should be sitting on port 80. Back here. Mesh central failed. Critical error. That is not good. That is not good, is it? Let's just fix this out. We don't want this in. Go to IPA. Find the IP address. That's 7. Cool. 0542277. Let's see what it does, you know? Excellent. It's broke. Isn't that jolly good? Cool. Let's try something else. Why don't we just do node, because we're already in the node. Let's just do node, stop. Cool. Let's try this. Is that going to work? Jolly good. Let's go back here. Let's find a look what happens. Do not run by doing no resistance called auto install. That's fine. If central is okay, so let's just do this again. Let's take out that. We'll just do we'll just do left central. We'll see what happens. Okay, so it's starting in LAN mode, but it failed with a critical error. Hey, isn't that always good? What if we tried like this? Nothing works. Isn't that excellent? Okay, so obviously isn't working, guys. Well, I don't know why. But who knows? We'll leave this for another day. This is broken. We can just delete this container, guys. Close this off. Leave it. Just delete it. Stop this. Alright? Delete Voldemort. He should have been deleted ages ago. Just saying. It's disconnected. Done. Let's see the ID. Let's see the ID. Again. He's gone. He doesn't exist, guys. It's like he never happened. Which is excellent, because then nothing can be screwed up. So now you can see it's given an attack. Because I used the Proxmox helper script, it's going to give it an attack. We can rename this. Let's just do, we'll call it always on. Because maybe I want to have this always on. Like, this needs to be always on. So, same with that card. If it's off, no, it's going to break. Tag it always on as well. Now you can see this little green dot next to it. It's tags. You can tag it. It's excellent. Like different views. You can use a folder view. It's going to use, then it's going to filter it into LXC container nodes, SDN. What's an SDN? Networks. And storage. And then we'll have VM when we set up one. Do a pull view. We'll just do data center. We'll have the containers. We're going to go folder view, because why not? Let's just have a check over here. This is 87% done. Now that happens, let's have a look. Let's create a new user. Why not? So I'm gonna go back to server view, data center. Let's create a new user. But let's use the Proxmox VE authentication server. Let's call it. Let's give it the username of the coolest guy, the coolest user. Why not? Rom, fine. Enter a super secure password. I'm not gonna enter a super secure password. You don't need to give it a group. First name. Get rid of that. Maybe you didn't give it a super secure password. Okay, cool. Right. Then you're going to go on over to permissions, add a permission, user permission, slash, find user, coolest user. Now I'm going to give it this. I'm just going to give it admin. Now what we can do is we can go to new incognito tab, enter that IP address again. This IP address is very important. Okay? Then we're going to log in with our new user. Okay, so what was our new user? The coolest user. Okay? But instead of using Linux PAM standard authentication, we're going to use Proxmox VE. Type in our username, the coolest user, type in your password that I've just set up, and log in. So if you're an IT company with many people, you can use this, which is excellent. So now they have a user, it's their own user. So now they can do whatever they need to do without using your main user, which is excellent. First of all, let's go back here, see how I said it's 90% done, 10% left. It's got about 40 megabytes, about 0.4 gigs left. Excellent. There's much more to Proxmox. You can do API tokens for stuff like homepage. If you're running homepage, you can get stats with API tokens. You can create a new realm. You can add a new realm. LDAP server. Why not? You can add a open. Let's see if we can add. Let's Google here. Open. Oh no. Oh come on. Search open ID connect server. Connect. Let's search that. Let's see if we can see what this is. Okay, it's an OAuth framework. That's fine. We're not going to add one of those because we don't need that. We don't need that. Because you can see here, you've got PAM and PVE, Proxmox and Linux. It's fine. That really is fine. Comment that's really is good. As you can see here, you can wait for this to done and then we'll be back. 2 hours. Our ISO has been uploaded, so we can close this off. Go to Slytherin. Why not? Create a VM. We are going to call this Voldemort again. Next, it's going to ask you for an ISO. Tell me Linux. Go on. Leave that as fine because it is Linux. System, you're going to leave this all fine. Next, 32 gigs. 100 gigs. Be using this Kali Linux, guys. Let's give it 4 cores. No, let's give it 2 cores. Fine. Next, memory, we're going to give this 4 gigs. 4096. It's fine. Confirm. And start after creating. Now, should be done. Okay, look, it's creating. It says VM102. 9 minutes, it will be done. Now what we can do is we can go pull. No, we can go folder view. Now look, now it has a new folder called virtual machine. Because it's on the C container now, it's a proper operating system. Like you can install Windows, Linux. You can Hackintosh it, most probably. Give it a good old Hackintosh. Why not? Okay, see it's Voldemort. Got all the options you can add hardware, CD DVD. We're gonna need that CD DVD. Just gonna go start. Then click on summary and then click onto console. And hopefully, what it should do is if I click stop now, VM command start successful. We can wait until it boots. Right, I'm seeing an error here. Now, because this is my computer, I don't think it supports KVM virtualization, so you have to go into options, click here, KVM hardware, and disable it. It will still work, it will boot as normal, but you do have to disable KVM virtualization. You can start now. Again, now you'll see that, which means it's good if we did things correctly. Okay, so you can see you can't start now. It is started. Click on console. Oh, it's connecting. Now that's different. That wasn't the case earlier. Here we go. Kali Linux, everyone. Graphical install. Let's go for it. Zoom in a bit. Can we zoom in? Yes, we can. Is it gonna? Hello. There you go. Okay, so now we're gonna do a graphical install of Kali Linux, my favorite flavor of Linux. in my opinion. It should be everyone's home. Just saying. So now it should boot into it. We don't know if it is going to though. So when I click on the there you go. You can see the lovely everyone knows it line. So we're gonna zoom in here. It's 11. Oh no, that's not gonna like it. It's not gonna like that either. Zoom out here. Click here. Oh, can't do it. Okay, that's fine. Okay, here you go. Full screen it. Now we're full screen. This is my VNC. You can configure everything, like local scaling, turn it off, turn it on. View only, local cursor, whatever you need to do. Right, so now you can see here. If I reset this and escape out, turn local scaling off. Still can see everything. You can see, yeah, the line is now at the bottom. That's interesting. It's just gonna work though. That's the question. Are we gonna have to reset it? Are we gonna have to reset it? We don't know yet. Let's just hope Kali Linux works. We'll be back after this has started into the... Oh, actually, never mind. Let's come out this stuff. We like stuff. Oh, I'm not gonna have to pause this and we come back to it. Come on, Kali Linux. Hey, Kali Linux, everyone. This is the installer. So now, hopefully, it'll ask me for some details. We can get into the Kali Linux. Come on. Come on, come on. There we go. Okay, so I am English. I'm not a Dutch. I'm not a French, you know. I'm in the United Kingdom. Continue. Then wait for it to painfully load. Here we go. So we are British English. Because I don't have an American keyboard as far as I know. The installer could be quite slow, but once you get it going, it will be good. It will be good. So if we go... That's why. It's not recognizing my full 8 gigs. That'll be a problem we'll come back to. Should be 8 gigs. It's detecting where to find the installation media. So hopefully it should detect it. Well, it did because it booted into the installer. So it's gonna mount the installation media. It's gonna scan it. Come on, Kali Linux. I love you and all, but seriously, come on. We'll be back when this is done. When I say when this is done, I mean when it's got to the user setup part. Alright, we are back. I did figure out the RAM after about an hour of troubleshooting, but we got there. Now we're gonna give it a host name. We're obviously gonna give it Voldemort. Voldemort. Gonna give it a domain name. You could give it .local, .whatever, but that's gonna be fine for now. Now, hopefully, it should ask me to set up a username and a password. Well, while it's doing that, as you can see, I did get the 8 gigs to show up fully, which is excellent. Go back to our VM. It's bigger, not full name for the new user. Well, obviously not. Let's actually use Voldemort one. Oh no, that's an invalid username. Excellent. Always make a mistake, why don't you? Come on, Kelly. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, set up users and passwords. Voldemort. Voldemort. Super secure password that I'm not going to tell anyone. Setting up the user. Password. Oh, it's asking me to configure the clock, but it's not actually showing up. Isn't that always good? Come on, Kelly. You obviously don't like it. It's gonna wait for this to finish itself because it's obviously taken forever. Let's refresh it quickly. Let's just bring this over here to my other screen and see why this is being so stupid. Come on! Right, I don't know what is going on, but it's obviously being a bit stubborn. I'm gonna keep this over here for now. We'll come back when it actually wants me to configure it. Alright, we are now at the partitioner, so I'm just gonna click guided, use entire disk. Continue. We've only got one disk, which one disk, which is the 107 gig or 100 gig, whatever, Kimu hard disk. Start that up. And then I believe that should be it. We should be able to install it. Oh, no, actually, no. All files in one partition because well, not a new user, but we don't want, Continue. All right, now it's going to compute the new partitions. It's going to then ask us if we want to continue. So we're just going to wait for that. So let's just have a look while that's doing that. Let's just have a look at this. So it's using 300. That's quite good, actually. So if we go to the overview, we've got about. It's not bad. We've got about 5 gigs remaining, which is good. Which is good. So here we are. Gonna say finish partitioning and write changes to disk. Gonna seal the deal with the he who shall not be named. Then it should ask us one more thing, which is going to be, would you like to continue partitioning? Yeah, we go. It's just going to say yes, it's going to be formatted. We're just going to say yes, continue. And then I think, if I remember this correctly, it should be done. Okay, it is going to format the partitions, and we'll be back when it is done. Okay, so we are now on the software selection page. So you can see we're just going to leave this as XFCE and rest continue. It's going to install that, and then we'll be back. Alright guys, after a long time of waiting, we are in Kali Linux. I'm going to sign in here with Voldemort and my password. And then, is it gonna, oh yeah, here we go. Now obviously, depending on your hardware, this might be 10 minutes, but mine took like a couple of hours. But we're here, we're on the screen, you can see everything. Now what's good about this is using Bridge. So I can access AdGuard like that, right? So if we go to Firefox, it might be a bit slow, but anyway, you get the point. So this is taking up a lot of space. We're just gonna kill this. Bye-bye. What we're gonna do, we're gonna install Home Assistant. Home Assistant, why not? And then let's have a look, we're just gonna install Home Assistant. Home Assistant OS. Copy that. Copy this code. Okay. Just find your thing. Yeah, we'll delete this Voldemort. We don't want you, Voldemort. Sorry. I'm gonna go to your shell in your node again. Copy in this command. Then it's gonna go to the installer, like for wiki. Click on yes. I'm gonna select advanced. 102 is fine. That's fine. It's fine. Now I'm just gonna call this Home Assistant OS. Home Assistant OS. That's fine. It's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Yes, I am. So now it's going to use all of these settings, and it will create it as normal. But yeah, so what I'm going to do is in this video, I'm going to go to my other home system, which is currently on my other Proxmox, which is being discontinued. I'm just going to head on over to here, which is being very slow today. We're going to head on over to settings. Going to head on over to system backups, and you can see I've already backed it up. So if we find it, change over to, so that I changed it over recently, so I'm just going to download this backup. Okay, just going to download it. Then once this is done, we'll be able to restore the backup and everything will be as normal. And we'll be back when that's ready. Alright, we are done here. So I'm just going to click on Home Assistant OS. I had to go through it again and say .to stop because of this KVM hardware virtualization. We're just gonna pop that off again, like we did with Voldemort. And then we're gonna go to console and click on. First thing I'm gonna do actually is I'm gonna shut down my other one, just so I can still use the Home Assistant.local address. Just gonna log in here. Oh, just gonna shut down Home Assistant. Or click on it. I'll just pause it just to make my life easier. So now if I go to here, it shouldn't do anything. Cool. Alright, so now we're gonna head over here. We're gonna start now. Come on. Let's see what the problem is. Why is it not running? Ah, there you go. You just have to click that star one at the top. Ooh. Interesting, guys. Let's have a look what's going on, shall we? I think this must be that then. Okay, so it was me connecting to my VPN. That shouldn't be a problem though. Let's see what was going on. Come on, Tailscale, don't be so stubborn. Is it gonna work now? Oh, I know why. Because this normally it uses routes through Home Assistant, so that will be so. Just gonna click Allow Local Network Access, and hopefully that should do it. No, okay, we'll just disconnect from it for now. Just click. Uh, we'll just click disconnect. Let's disconnect. It's fine. There we go. We're back in. Now we're gonna do this again. We're gonna go to Home Assistant, make sure KVM virtualization is that's off, and then click on console. Click on start now. Also VM. There we go. Now we are booting up. Oh, it said failed to connect to server. Interesting. It's fine. We'll just do that. Click that again. Well, it says guess not running, but it is running. Hmm. What's it saying is the problem? Effort to run. Error, start failed, QEMU exited with code 1. Interesting. Well, this is definitely old. So let's enable that and we'll disable it again. Just to be sure, disable that. Then we'll start it up again. Okay, it says it's just cancelling it. Why? Okay, I don't think this is it, but it could be that this is still running, so I'm just gonna stop this completely. Then I'm gonna try run this again. No, okay, so what we're gonna do is it's gonna delete this. And we're gonna go to shell. I'm gonna copy in that command I did earlier. Yes, that's fine. Advanced. Yes, yes, that's fine. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's fine. I'll change it later. Yeah, yeah, yep, yep, yep. Yeah, no, I do not want to. Yes, that's fine. Let it create it. So this should be done quite quickly because I've got the. Oh, that's gonna re-download the image, but that's fine. That's fine. Right, it is done. So now we're gonna try this again. So we're gonna go options. Turn off KVM hardware virtualization, that's fine. And then we're going to try this for the 57th time. Start now. No. Okay. Oh no. Yeah, this is being awfully annoying. Okay, so what we're going to do is, because I can't start this one back up, because the cluster isn't... Oh, no, maybe. That's fine. Okay, that can be... We'll look at that another time. But other than that, everything works fine. Alright guys, I know this has been a long video. Hope you all have a good day. See you in the next one. Bye guys.